Welcome to another Fight Choreo tutorial. My name is Brian.
I'm Brandon.
And today we're going to show you how to do a throw. One of the things that you need to know, or the most important thing that you need to know when doing a throw or planning a throw for your fight choreography, is that the person that looks like they're doing the throw isn't actually throwing. It's the person getting thrown that's doing a vast majority of the work, if not all of the work. The person that is taking the throw is going to need to know how to land properly, is going to need to know how to throw themselves into the move properly, and is going to need to make their partner look like $1,000,000. Now, just to put further emphasis on how easy it is for the person that's doing the throw, Brandon currently has damage to his knee and damage to his shin. For this part of the exercise, you're going to need something to land on. You don't want to practice this on hard ground. You don't want to do this on grass. I started out on couch cushions. I don't recommend it. We actually have a pad here in my gym. We are going to go through the throw a couple times, and I'm just going to show you what it looks like. I'm going to let Brandon throw me, and then we're going to break down the particulars. So here are the things that you might not have caught inside of that little stunt, the throw. Brandon did not have a tight grip on me. He actually had a very loose grip. At best, he was setting his hand on top and just wrapping his thumb around. The indicator that Brandon gave me that he was prepared to execute the move was he gave me a little tug with his thumb right here on the bottom. When you're doing fight choreography, you don't get to count off 1, 2, 3, ready, here we go. You don't get that luxury. What you do get though is you get these invisible signals that you can give each other that the other person is prepared. Now let's go through the actual movement on the pad of what it takes to do this. The flipping portion of this is actually easier than it looks. When you're doing the flip, you're using your back leg to cast yourself over. The idea is not to shove your head underneath your hips, but to bring your hips up and over your head. You do not want to get too high in the flip, and you want to make sure that you have something soft to land on. When you land, you want to make sure that this foot that you are slinging over is going to reach the ground before the rest of you. It is your brake. If you do not use your brake, you will careen into the ground and it will not feel good. You want to make sure that your butt and your lower back are not the first things that make contact with the ground. You need some sort of braking mechanism in there to save you. When you are actually making contact with the ground, it's a good idea to kind of put a little slap out there. It's an old thing I picked up from my jiu-jitsu training, but it really works wonders. And if you don't, that hand might just go careening off into nowhere and you might break a pinky or slam it down on the ground the wrong way. So keep it under control and put it where you want it. Put it down at a 45 or closer. So 45 or closer, because if you raise your arm, you open up your rib cage, you might break your ribs. Lastly, do not let your head touch the ground. That is very, 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 very important. Your head is the control center for the rest of your body. You mess it up, that's it, show's over. Let me show you what it looks like. I'll do one, we'll do one, and then we'll slow-mo one so you can see. Now we're going to talk about a different kind of throw, and this throw is more dynamic but an easier sell. And when I say a sell, meaning the person taking the throw or actually flipping through the air is going to have a much easier job. It is a little bit more difficult on the thrower because there's a little bit more dynamic action. It's not just forward. Now it is it's a grab and a turn. We're going to execute this move, and this is a side fall. It's very similar to the back fall, except for I'm going over the side. I'm landing on my butt cheek, my thigh, my calf, making sure that my heel and ankle don't smash into the ground, and I'm still utilizing this, but my shoulders will be tipped up like this. Now Brandon is doing this move, and he's twisting my arm like this, but he's not actually twisting my arm like that. So we're going to do that again in slow motion for you so you can see it, all right?
Should have flexed on him.
Should have flexed on him, okay? So here, notice he's over the top, right? He has a very loose grip. My hand can move around in here. I'm moving with him. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Now we're just going to show you how ridiculously easy it is and how much fun you can have with these throws. You can get silly with them. You ready? Okay, so that was pretty much it for the throwing section. Throws can be a bit more complicated than you think. You need to really practice falling. You need to really practice flipping. My suggestion is find a local gymnastics gym, go to an open train, and yeah, just get down like that. Also find a good partner to work with. That's very important. Brandon is indispensable. We love having him around. Make sure that you play safe, and if you haven't had a chance, subscribe, like, and share.
Don't fight midgets. Not average height. Whatever.
We're putting it in there. It's happening. It's happening.
Because it's
You ready?
true. One. I know some tough midgets.
Hey guys, welcome to another Fight Choreo tutorial. My name is Brian.